Good morning and welcome to my garden in Aberdeenshire. I hope to be sharing some videos with you over the next few months about little jobs I'm doing in the garden. I find it a real tonic to be able to get out, get some fresh air, switch off from everything that's going on. So I thought I'd start by just giving a little tour of the garden. I'm just heading over to our patio at the moment. You can see we've got various pots. Now there's not an awful lot in them this year because obviously with lockdown we haven't really been able to buy plants. But we have a few things. There's a little miniature azalea here, and you can see one pot at the end there that's got some little purple asters starting to come out, and the big green bunch will turn into some orange lilies. The rest of the pots, as you can see, are empty. I did manage to get some sweet peas, so that's the little sweet peas growing in the pot, and hopefully they'll grow up with the sticks as time goes on. And there's one of our rose bushes which I cut back quite hard and is now beginning to come away. So that's our little patio area. I'm going to go down now past the bird table. You can see the shed, the all-important garden shed in the background, past our buddleia, which again I cut back really strongly, but it's just beginning to come away again, and that's a nice bush to have because the birds and the bees absolutely love it. We also love the lavender. We've got a row of lavender here, which again is just buzzing with bees in the summer when it's out, which is lovely. And here I've planted some vegetables. So these first two little pots, the red pots there, are beetroot, and then behind it is a strawberry, and then there's a couple of little pots with some spare potatoes. And you can see I've put round the pots some steel wool and some copper tape as a little experiment to see if I can stop the slugs and snails getting to the beetroot and the strawberries before I do, because that would be pretty disappointing to find they've all been munched. So that's just a few of the vegetables that I've managed to plant. That's a new bag of compost that's just been delivered. Our local garden centre is delivering, so I managed to order a little bit more compost. And now we're going down to what I call the spring bulb bed, which is rather a grand term for a patch of earth where I've just been plonking in spring bulbs for the last few years, and a few other plants. So it's a little bit of a mishmash, and I hope to do something a bit more organised with that this summer. Coming down the path, I'll just swing round and show you. That's the edge of the lawn there, where you can see some of the rhododendrons coming out, and some quite established bushes which desperately need a prune. My parents moved into this house in 1998, so that's over 20 years, so obviously some of the shrubs are now very mature, and some of them haven't been pruned back for quite a while. So I'm going down now. I'm going to go through this little wooden gate here, and you can see a difference with what we've got on this side. It's a bit of a jungle. This is an area where my dad was a forester for many years, and he grew a few little Christmas trees as a hobby after he retired, and this was his patch. But he had a serious head injury back in 2008, so really since then not a lot has happened on this bit of the garden, so you can see it's become pretty overgrown. But I have started to try and do a bit of vegetable cultivation. These two here are blackcurrant bushes which Dad planted many years ago, so they've been here a long time, but they fruit really well, so hopefully they will come out with some nice berries later on in the summer. The little mounds here are potatoes, and you can just see them starting to poke through, so just a small row of potatoes there. Then we come to the rhubarb. I just did a picking yesterday of some nice rhubarb, and you can also see where I put down some copper mesh, again trying to stop the slugs. getting to them. I just put that down yesterday, so I'm not sure yet whether how it's going to work. And then here I've got steel wool round what are little beetroot plants, and I can really only see one beetroot plant coming through so far, so I'll have to wait and see how successful that's going to be. And then again there's some more lavender, and if I swing around you're going to see some wood there, the old wood horse, and you can just see all the weeds and all the saplings. So that's going to be a job just to try and do a little bit of tidying up in that part of the garden. So that's just a quick tour around, and that's back up to the gate. So we're very lucky to have this amount of land, and it's been particularly fantastic during lockdown to have the space to get out into. But as I say, hopefully I will be able to share with you some progress in the garden over the next coming months, and hopefully some success with flowers and vegetables. But I shall keep you posted, so watch this space.